to operate a wireless harmonic microphone? Oh, it is written in English and Chinese language. Because this one is made in China. But don't worry, there's also a guidebook that written in Indonesian language. Imagine if all the people in this country don't understand English and Chinese language. Maybe we'll never find ceremony in Indonesia, isn't it? Brothers and sisters, there's Thomas Alva Edison finds a lamp. Albert Einstein finds a relativity theory, which is the basic theory for find all discoveries in physics. And the question is, where did it come from? Indonesia? Of course not. Even students in elementary school know that. But as we know that right now in Indonesia, there are a lot of creativity and innovations found by indigenous people. It's because they learn and get references from the previous research and theories, and sure, it wasn't right in Indonesian language. So they learn other language in order that they can understand what does it mean. But lately, some people say that in this sophistication of technology, people created an online translator. You know that. So we don't need to learn other language. Just open your smartphone and translate what you don't understand. But it will be different. It will be different when we understand a language because we master it, or we just use online translator to understand it. For example, I have a lot of friends in university. They are not only from Indonesia, but also other countries like Japan, UK, US, and etc. One day, I'm in a group with my British friend for a student creativity program. And we were made an anti-sleeping max. All the ideas and theories were from her. At that time, my English wasn't really good. So when she explained about the theory, about how it works, I was using online translator to understand what she said. But still, I don't understand what she said anymore. It was really bad. The situation is really bad because the communication that happened was so passive. You know that? Where I thought we were talking face to face, but the response wasn't given directly. So I was really disappointing at that time. But I think right now my English is better because I've been learning a lot of things from her. Brothers and sisters, do you know what is the relation between learning other language and creativity? 2. When we learn other language, it can improve our creativity? Exactly, yes. Because when we learn other language, isn't only about how we can understand a new linguistic system, but we're going to learn about new culture, we're going to learn about new habit, new perspective, even new joke. For example, as we know that Japan, well known as the center for the development of technology. And as we know that Japanese is well known as a disciplined people, full of creativity and innovation. So when we learn about Japanese language, automatically we're going to learn about their habits, their culture, that lead them, they can develop a country. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said before that, I'm in a group with my British friend for a student creativity program, so we were made an anti-sleeping max. And do you know where did we find the inspiration for that idea? From a joke, yeah. From a joke that I think wasn't funny anymore, but for my friends it was really funny. I think it was really silly, you know that. So, I have 2 British friends. Their names are Fatima and Bay. We're in the same class. So, one day I was sleeping in the class, and suddenly Fatima pointed her pen at me like this. Pointed her pen at me as if like a stick. And suddenly she said, "Expelliarmus, expecto patronum, stupefy." And suddenly I wake up, and I just don't understand. Both of them, Fatima and Bay, were laugh out loud. Even I wasn't understand anymore what made them laugh. And suddenly Bay said that it is impossible that Harry Potter's magic works in the real life. Why don't we try to make an anti-sleeping max in order that she will never sleep in the class realized at that time that our joke and them were different. So our joke intonation and them is different. Exactly. I think British people has a high class joke, you know that. And high class imaginity, you know that. So the more I learn about my language, the more I got a lot of things. The more I learn from them, learn from their language, more I got a lot of things, more I got something new that pushed me for always try to get new innovations and creativities. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's enough for me. Having it will be for all of us, and as human being I realize that I can't avoid the mistakes, so I apologize, and I don't forget to say thanks for your nice attention. The last to say goodbye.